Good morning, everybody. Captain John here. It's not too early. It's about 8:30 in the morning. Usually we start much earlier than that. But today is a unique one because it's going to be an all-day event. It's going to be a long day. And this is what we're dealing with today. We are taking the limo bus out today. This is our Ford F550 Super Duty. Just finished checking the tires and everything. No air brakes on this one, so no air brake test. Just gonna do a quick walk around now and just make sure all of our lights are working. So this is the storage compartment here in the back. I've never showed this vehicle before, so I'll kind of give you guys a quick tour. This is where we would stick all the luggage when we pick people up. We are picking up at the airport today. Explain all that here in just a second. We want to finish showing the bus, backup camera. Those steps pop down if you need extra help getting up in there while you're loading luggage. And this is what the inside looks like. We have that yellow step right there. We'll put it down here for the passengers so that this doesn't kneel like a bus. That's one heck of a step up. There. Drop our feet off. Because we have that dirt lot, like I said, one of my pet peeves, we have a dirt lot. So as soon as you walk into one of these floors, especially this one, this is like a laminate floor, which most of the buses are. And they're dark in color, so once you step up here, you leave footprints from the dirt. So anyways, this is what it looks like. This is our little limo bus. Let me turn the lights on. So here's the driver's compartment. So I got all my junk there. Got my folding chair because we might be sitting at the wedding reception later tonight, and instead of just sitting in the bus, I could go sit outside. Brought my food with me and all my good stuff. So anyways, this is where we operate the vehicle, just like any other standard Ford SUV. And here's our backup camera right there. We have our Cellcon, it's our E-Log. And it's a Bluetooth radio, and all of our lights down here. So we have our fast idle, fog lights. It doesn't have fog lights. So turn the fast idle on. There it goes. TV. So they have TV monitors here. So I'll turn them off for now. This is our first group. So TV here, and TV there. Our first group will not be using TVs. So we'll turn that off. Interior lights. Turn that on. AC on. Then you can choose either heat or cool. And of course we have our door button, which kind of controls this door that we just came in. So anyways, now the lights are on. So this is what it looks like. Got lots in the back here. Definitely, you know, not as large as our coaches, but it's a good sized vehicle. This vehicle does seat about 23 people. That fast idle is very loud on this vehicle. As soon as, like I said, turn that fast idle off. So like I said, what was I saying? So as I was going to say, so we have 2 trips today. We're doing a double. So it's gonna be a very long day today. So basically our first run, we need to be at the Oakland airport by 10:30 this morning. So I got time to get over there. It's a Sunday, so we should have no traffic getting over there. Should, fingers crossed. Sometimes Bay Area, you never know. But we are heading over there here shortly. We're going to pick up the Modesto Nuts, which is the minor league baseball team. I'm only picking up 12 passengers, so it might be just their staff, or might be just a few of the players. I'm not too sure who I'm picking up yet, but definitely be picking up some minor league baseball players. I've dealt with them before in the past, so I kind of know them. Bringing them back to their stadium out here in Modesto, dropping them off, really a quick one, shouldn't take too long. I should be back over here and done by at least 1 p.m., 2 p.m. at the latest. Just depends if they want to stop for food or something on the way back. And then after that, we have to drive down to Turlock, California, and we're going to be picking up probably 15 or 20 people and taking them down to Clovis, California for a wedding reception. So I'm not sure if they are attending the wedding or if they're just going to the reception. Paperwork just says wedding reception. So taking them down there regardless. Going to spend the rest of the afternoon, evening down there, and probably end our day tomorrow morning right back here in the yard, probably around 1:30, possibly 2 in the morning. Just depends how crazy their parties are when we get down there. So I'm inviting you all to join me on this adventure. It's going to be a long one, it'll be a long day. So I don't know, this may or may not be a long video. I'll try and edit it down a little. But yeah, so talking about hours really quick. Let's close this door. So hit that door button. There's that door. It's closed. So yeah, let's talk about hours of service now. You know, as a truck driver, when I was trucking before, and even by truckers that follow me here, my trucking community, is, you know, once you start your clock in the morning, once you hit that clock to say you're on duty, doing your pre-trip or whatever, your 14-hour clock begins and it never stops. That 14-hour clock will continue until it hits zero, whether you go off duty or not. You go off duty, you go on duty, you go sleep or birth, doesn't matter. Your 14-hour clock will continuously run non-stop until it hits zero, right? Now, as you see, the 10 hours a little different, 70 hours the same for the whole week. So basically what I'm trying to say is in charter, that does not happen. As a charter driver, once I hit off duty, that 14-hour clock freezes along with my drive time and my 70. Everything freezes. So what that does is it allows me to have a much longer day than it would for a truck driver, where a truck driver is continuously driving his entire shift, except for his rest breaks and lunch breaks, which you are required to have through the e-log, and it'll say, hey, you got so many hours before you need to have your meal break or your rest break. You have to do those or you'll be in violation. That doesn't do that on our logs, okay? Because we never drive more than 4 or 5 hours in a day total. I mean, it's really rare that we drive more than that. We spend most of our time downtime. Our downtime is at our event, whatever we're doing, then driving the group back. Okay, so we don't have the same work schedule as a truck driver, which is why our e-logs are a little bit different. So I could literally drive for 2 hours and stop and be off for an hour or 2 hours. Drive another 2 hours, stop and be off for an hour, 2 hours, and drive for another 2 hours. I could just repeat that over and over, and it continuously would just go forever until I hit, until I got my either the 14-hour finishes, the 10-hour drive time finishes, or obviously if your 70 was down, if your 70 finishes. So that would allow me to work from 8:30 this morning all the way until 2 o'clock tomorrow morning, which is obviously more than a 16-hour day, right? But like I said, once we're off duty, everything freezes, we have our rest time, I take a nap, do whatever I want to do. So anyways, I think I've explained that well enough, but if you have any questions, comment down below and I'll try and answer them. All right, let's hit the road. So you're gonna cross like that main street right in front of you, then there's a second street, then the third street. I'm on the third street.
Second street, then the third street.
Yeah, and just follow the sign. The signs will say charter. Just follow the signs that say charter, and I'm in spot 4D as in David.
4D.
Yeah, and we made it here to Oakland Airport. As you probably just heard me on the phone, I was speaking to, I guess the coordinator of the Podesta Nuts or someone I'm picking up here. Anyways, so we are here on 4D, which is our charter bus service parking. So once they leave the terminal, which is a couple streets over there, they'll come on out, walk up. We'll get them loaded, get their luggage in, and get them back to Modesto. So we're actually not going to the baseball field like I had thought. I reread the paperwork. We're actually taking them to the hotel. We just dropped here at the DoubleTree. Now we've got a little bit of a time now that we've dropped them off. We're only down the street from the yard, so we're going to drive back over there, top off the fuel before we go on our next trip. That way we don't have to put so much fuel in it tonight when we get back. And also wash the bus real quick because got a lot of bugs on the windshield and the front grille and got it kind of a little dirty, so I'm gonna go clean it so it looks nice and pretty for our next clients. So yeah, let's go do that. Here we go. All right, so I just topped off the fuel. Now we're gonna get it washed. All right, so just finished washing the bus. Now we just gotta kind of wait here in the driver's lounge. Gonna eat my lunch. Got some pancit and some chicken. Got about an hour to kill, eat my lunch, and then we'll get in the bus and slowly head down to Turlock for our second run for the day. All right, so we finished eating our lunch, washed the vehicle, got fuel, had a little bit of a rest, doing my little walk around the facility to get some of my steps in, burn some calories, trying to be healthy. So anyways, we are going to hit the road now, going to go down here to Turlock to pick up our passengers. And we're going to hit the road to Clovis. All right, we made it here to our residence here in Turlock. Once we get them picked up, about 15 minutes from now. We're still getting ready. Yeah, we'll head on down to Clovis, about an hour and a half It's just southeast of Fresno, and just kind of hang out there. We're going to the Clovis Veterans Community Center. It's a nice little neighborhood here. It's pretty. It's a very nice day today. It's about 80 degrees, but there's a nice breeze, so it feels pretty good. To Clovis, right outside of Fresno. So they're inside the wedding reception right now, having their dinner and their drinks, and you know, listening to music, all that fun stuff you do at a wedding reception. So I'm just gonna hang out here in the limo bus, have my dinner. I have my little portable lunch bag slash oven. Plug it into the cigarette lighter and it warms up your food. So that's what I'm doing. If you guys are interested in something like that, I'll put a link down below where you can order yours. And if you use my link, I get a kickback on it. So I appreciate that if you're interested. Warming my food for dinner. So anyways, really not too much to show past that. I'll show you my time here. So I wanted to show you, I've been sitting here for about 20 or 30 minutes already. Off duty. So my time, my 15 hour, 14 hour clock has not moved. So we are good. I still have almost 5 hours of drive time. And my 70 hour, I have plenty. So like I was saying, you can stop pretty much at any time and your time freezes. So how that works for pay, because I'm technically off duty right now, which is how that we're able to get away with that. So in most jobs, you know, you clock in, you get paid for the hours you work, then you clock out. With charter, the way it works is once I start my pre-trip in the morning, my time starts. Even though I hit off duty wherever I'm going throughout the day, I'm still on the clock. Like right now I've logged off ELD, so I'm off duty. But store, my company, they still pay me for my time. I'm still on payroll. I'm not on duty. I'm not doing anything in the capacity of operating a commercial vehicle. So legally I'm off duty. However, store still pays me hourly for my time while I am off duty. Until I get back to the yard, do my post trip. That's when I go off duty, obviously, with the electronic log. And then I go off duty for payroll. I go off duty. So good and bad about that. So the good thing is I get paid a lot, right? A lot of hours from 8:30 this morning until maybe 2 o'clock tomorrow morning. I'm going to be on the clock, paid the entire time, even though I'm off duty sitting here, not doing anything in the capacity of driving. I can go for a walk. I can go to the movie theater, watch a movie, go dine at a restaurant. I can do whatever I want. It's just I'm off duty, I'm getting paid. So the catch is I don't get overtime because I'm technically not on duty, so I'm not getting overtime. So I'm getting straight pay, even though I'm being paid for several hours past 8 in a day. I don't get overtime because I'm technically not on duty. I'm just getting paid for my time, if that makes sense. Now if I were to drive or physically work on the ELD more than 8 hours, then of course I'd get the overtime. Or more than 40 hours a week, you get overtime. I think that's a state mandated law for California anyway. I could be wrong. I'm not 100% up to speed. It's been a while since I've dealt with labor laws, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So anyways, we're gonna enjoy our meal here, probably go for a walk, and then yeah, I'll take this group back and I will document a little bit more before I end the video. All right, it's just a quick peek here at the Clovis Veterans Memorial building where they're having their party. But first, check this out. I wish all the motorcoaches had one of these. That's pretty cool. Let's go take a quick peek. So they have a little bit of a museum here, not just party rooms. Just take a quick peek because my group is almost done. Garden of Honor. So this is a wall to remember those from the Clovis area that served in these different wars. We have the Desert Storm, Korea, Vietnam. Oh, sorry, you also had the Iraq and the Afghanistan. This looks like in Desert Storm, they only lost one soldier, Tim. These are all the soldiers they lost in Iraq and Afghanistan, Vietnam and Korea. World War II had a lot. I'd say definitely the most casualties out of all the wars for the city of Clovis. World War I. Thanks for your service, guys. All gave some gave all. Back outside, we have the California and U.S. flag, along with each flag from every branch of the service, and a statue of the globe. And we have some patriotic music playing overhead. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that. Very nice little facility. Very well done. Like I said, we're just kind of waiting for our group to finish now. One of the hazards we have to deal with driving large vehicles, you got to watch out for these types of things. So I saw it when I was pulling in, this sign here. Get a better view there. So you got my bus. See if I can turn the lights on with this. There we go, so you see the lights. So here's my bus here, right next to the sign. So I have to be careful pulling in, and when I leave, I gotta be careful, make sure my tail swing doesn't come out and hit that. So what I'll have to do is back up a little, because I can't pull forward with that U-Haul truck there. I'll have to back up a little. So what I'll do is just back up a little that way and just kind of pivot myself out, and it should be okay. And we made it back. I am tired. It is 1:30 in the morning the next day. So yeah, dropped them off back in Turlock. Drove back here to the yard. First time driving this bus out on a trip, this limo bus. I do like it. However, the suspension is kind of rough. Definitely not as smooth as regular motorcoach. So anyways, that's it, guys. I don't really have anything else to say. Super exhausted. Can't wait to get home and go to bed. Got the day off tomorrow, so I'm gonna kind of do a few things around the house and just relax. We'll be back on the day after that for another trip. So I'll see you then, and I'll see you down the road.